Hi. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Dad.
It's Dad.
Yes, I know.
And I just wanted to know.
Yes. Go ahead.
Is Mom doing okay?
Yeah, according to my calculations.
Just wanted to know. Let me know how she's doing, okay?
Well, she's recovering from a stroke. You know
about
that.
an hour from now, I'll be leaving.
Yeah?
From New Jersey.
From New Jersey?
So if
I don't
you
think
can't
so.
call me, then just call me tonight or tomorrow, okay?
I think you're leaving from Brooklyn.
And now, if you
How
can,
could you leave from
give
New
me a call
Jersey?
now if you can. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I can call you now because you're home.
Was left through Sorensen,
Operator,
video relay,
interpreter, dummy.
2525.
What a dummy. There's no way my father can call from New Jersey. He doesn't have a cell phone. The only way he can use the interpreter is you have to call us from his house. So he's leaving in an hour for New Jersey. Oh, come on, Hal. Take us away. Let's go for a drive.
9 o'clock, I'm bored to death. Smoke so much I can smell my own breath. My baby left me, my best friend's not at home. Can't get that woman off my mind. I've never been the broody kind, but there's still one thing makes me come alive. Yeah, I'm gone for a drive.
The following podcast is rated D for dumb. You're listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Listen to Dave commute to and from work on the New York State Thruway in his 2008 Kia Rio LX. He talks about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Join Dave as he asks and tells you how life ought to be. And now, here's Dave.
All right. Thank you, Alex, XMALEXEXUM, 2 words.com. I appreciate that. Hey, guys, you want to dumb it down? Hey, you want more time to think about it? Sounds like you might want to think about that. It's not an easy decision. Not everybody wants to dumb it down. Some people say, Dave, why don't you raise the bar? How come your show isn't called raisethebar.com? Well, because if it's called Raise the Bar with Dave, then there would be an expectation. Like I know something. So I don't know anything. So that's why we dumb it down. So this way, if I understand it, then I assume you can understand it. Because I got to be one of the dumbest people I know. So there you go. Reading comprehension issues, sleep deprivation, brain degradation. Although, making a bit of a comeback, these days I've been doing some intermittent fasting and some exercising. You can check that out at Dave's Fit Life. Dave'sFitLife.com, Dave's Fit Life on YouTube. Dave's Fit Life, as I show you how I do my intermittent fasting. I take my Metamucil. I take this other thing called Nucific. I don't think that's doing me any good. I'm going to probably, when I run out of those pills, I'll probably stop. It's like a supplement type of thing. I got snookered into some stupid YouTube commercial. I've been walking. So right now, as of yesterday, today is the 21st of August. It is 9 a.m. exactly as I'm heading down a street called the 3rd Avenue Extension from my job on my way to the New York State Thruway southbound. And what's the weather, Dave? We'd like to know. Well, some of you can take a guess, and you could say it for me, but you can't because you're over there. So you could also, I'll tell you what, I'll tell you how to call the Dumbline, how to call the Dumbing It Down with Dave hotline, and even you can leave a nice message report. But it's a sunny day. Listen, folks, it's the greatest thing. Living in New York, I had no idea until I did this podcast how often it's a sunny day. You got to admit, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? But is it a sunny day most of the time in most of the places in the world or in the United States? Is it? I don't know. I've always heard Seattle's kind of wet and gray. I've heard my buddy that lives down in Mobile, he says it rains down there a lot too. So maybe Arizona is also, very dry and sunny. I don't know. All I know is that I find it quite interesting over the last 4 years how often I've said that. It's a sunny day. And yesterday was a beautiful day. Definitely a great day to go to work. And I think today's going to be another great day to go to work. So I'm on my way home southbound in a couple of minutes. So I figured let me do a video here. Let me do a podcast. Let me do a podcast. Dumbing It Down with Dave. So if you want to follow my weight loss and my return to fitness. Check out Dave's Fit Life. Sometimes I show you how I mow my lawn. Sometimes I show you how I walk. And sometimes I show you how I eat or drink. So check that out. So now we're doing Dumbing It Down with Dave. We're going to do some more listeners' comments. And there we go. That's what I wanted to tell you. I have no other preamble, no other things to talk about. I mean, there's a million things to talk about. But so for some of you who are new to the podcast, you might say, Dave, how are you not going to talk about the DNC, the Democratic National Convention? Well, because I haven't been watching it. I'm not interested in it, and I don't know anything about it. Dave, how come you're not talking about that kid that got shot in the head by that guy on the front lawn? Yeah, I heard about that. That's terrible. I don't know anything. I read about it, and that's it. I mean, what can I do? It's a horrible, 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 horrible thing. Yeah, but what about the media coverage? How come you didn't cover the media coverage that there wasn't any? Yeah, I know. It's kind of peculiar. I mean, obviously, if it was a white guy and a black kid, it probably would have, definitely been out of control. Sharpton, everybody would have been all in on it. I know. Black Lives Matter. I know. But I'm not talking about that. I don't really know enough to talk. I mean, it's a horrible thing, and part of me doesn't even want to talk about it because it's such a horrible thing. And, part of me wants to know exactly what happened, and then part of me goes, why do I want to know? Why does anybody want to know exactly what happened with anything? What does it benefit us? Well, now that I brought it up, let's talk about this for a little bit, and we'll get to listeners' comments. Actually, 30 seconds ago, I didn't know I was going to talk about this, but I know I think about this all the time because I talk about the news. I talk about CNN, MSNBC, Fox, your local affiliates, so on and so forth. You never walk away from the news feeling good. You never walk away from the news feeling better, right? You never feel better. Do you? Do you ever watch the news and go, oh, thank God I know about that. Thank God I learned about falling gas prices, raising gas prices. Thank God I just heard about the economy. Thank God I just heard about what's going on in Syria. Oh, thank God I know what's going on that fire, that 2-alarm fire. Oh, thank God. Well, oh, wow. Well, look at that guy jumping out of the window. Oh, look at that crime. Oh, look at that guy who just got punched in the head on that security camera outside that bodega in Manhattan or Brooklyn. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a fire. Oh, look at that big fire in California or Idaho. Oh, look at a flood. Look at a dam breaking. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that automobile. They got recalled. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. You name it. Whatever it is that they put on the news. That horrible thing they put on the news. Why do we watch it? Why do we need to be so informed? Can't we just be informed enough? Well, Dave, what does that look like? What does informed enough look like to you? You take your head, you bury it in the sand, and you make this noise all day long. I got sand in my mouth. No, you don't have to bury your head in the sand. You don't get married to the news. And you don't take it to work with you. You're not supposed to take work home with you. Why do you take home to work with you? Why do people bring the news with them to work and then talk about it? When has it ever been a positive thing? When you sit around the water cooler, all right, you want to talk about Breaking Bad? Talk about Breaking Bad. You want to talk about whatever? That's interesting. I mean, I find that a little bit interesting. That everybody has a take on a TV show. You want to hear my take? Yeah, okay. Yes. The Gilligan guy that created Breaking Bad, he put a lot of work into this with that whole crew. But you have a take. All right, I want to hear your take. Whatever. No, it's okay. I mean, it's art. It's good to have a take on art. I'm being a little sarcastic. But really, the other point I'm very serious about, even though I didn't know I was going to talk about it 5 minutes ago, why do we do that? Why do we need to know about the tool? Oh, that Christmas. Oh, be careful. And then they do that thing. Tonight at 11 o'clock, Eyewitness News. Your Christmas tree can kill you. That's not a gift. Santa Claus wants you to know your Christmas tree can kill you. Who's playing tonight at 11 o'clock, Eyewitness News? Who's really playing Santa at the mall? And why do you let your kid sit on his lap? Oh, boy. Tonight at 11 o'clock, your sink and your counter. Are you really getting rid of those germs? Your sink, your sponge can kill you. Tonight, 11 o'clock. Oh, my God. Everything's at 11 o'clock. The worst news possible. Maybe even at 6 or 7 o'clock. But 11 o'clock, it's the worst. And, by the way, I'm actually experiencing this with somebody I know. I mean, I'm not experiencing it. This person I know is experiencing it. the later you get in the day, the more exhausted you are, the more negatively this news will affect you. If you hear the same exact news program at 9 o'clock in the morning or 11 o'clock in the morning, it probably won't bother you so much. You go, oh yeah, I know, Christmas trees burn all the time. Oh yeah, my sponge is filthy. I'd clean it. I'd replace it or clean it, but I'm down to one sponge. You know what? If I eat a few amoebas, if I eat some algae with my salad, what's the germ, dude? Whatever. I'll be fine. Listen, I've made it this far. By the way, the answer to every news scary feature about everything that kills you at 11 o'clock, the answer is I've made it this far. Excedrin. Are you taking too much, aspirin at night, for a headache? Should you be taking aspirin for your headache? Aspirin can kill you tonight at 11 o'clock. Yeah, I've made it this far. Restaurants, Ruby Tuesday, Applebee's. Are they really cooking food back in that kitchen? That food can kill you tonight at 11 o'clock. Dying. Are you dying? Dying can kill you. News at 11 o'clock. So, yeah, stop watching the news. You don't have to know all this. You really don't. I mean, I know a lot of you love it, and you love posting memes about it, and you love talking about it with the, oh my God, DNC, oh my God, Biden, oh my God, Trump, oh my God, Trumples, or, whatever, or the Mr. Orange, blah, blah, Orange 45, all these things. But you're not helping the situation. You're not doing anything. You're not alerting anybody to anything that they don't already know. And by the way, once you know, what are you going to do about it? Oh, Trump's taxes. Okay, now you know. Now what? What are you going to do? How does that make your life better? Oh, they should throw him out. Well, they already impeached him. And by the way, why am I shouting? By the way, how has anything changed since he's been impeached? What is it like my job where you get a verbal, then you get a written, then you get 1 day off, 3 days off, and then terminated? So can he get impeached again? Can he get, one impeachment per term? So he's been impeached. We spent all that time and money impeaching him. All these investigations. Still the president. Now, I'm not saying what's right and what's wrong about what he's done. I don't know what he's done. I don't follow it that much, and I don't understand half of it. Oh, he made a phone call. He said a thing, whatever. I don't know. Quid pro quo. Quid pro quo. Quid pro quo. Quid pro quo. All right, whatever. Quid pro quo. Yeah. But we have Biden on tape saying he did it. I mean, he just confessed to it. I think more than once. And we're going to let him run for president. He might even get elected. Sleepy Joe. He is sleepy. It is a great nickname. I think, for those of you who are Yankee fans, you understand this comment. I think Trump is to nicknames what John Sterling is to home run calls. Anyway, it's an inside joke if you're a Yankee fan, or if you know who John Sterling is. It's not even an inside joke, but I think it's an inside comparison. Any Yankee fans out there, you get that? Trump is to nicknames what John Sterling is to home run calls. Does that make sense? Okay, I think it does. Yeah, so what? Okay, taxes. All right. Whatever. He should have. He didn't. Whatever. How's your taxes? You're 100%? Really? Okay. 100%? Absolutely? You sure? You didn't fudge the numbers a little bit? Ever? Never? And by the way, good for him. See, this is the difference. I guess we're not going to get to listeners' comments. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make an announcement. Tonight at 11 o'clock, listeners' comments can kill you. That's why I'm not going to do them. I'm afraid that there'll be some pushback on my listeners' comments because it'll kill you. Tonight, Roseanne Scaramardella. Roseanne Scaramardella, oh my God. Eyewitness News anchors or reporters from 1977 for 500, Alex. Roseanne Scaramardella. What was I talking about? Yeah, this is I think one of the things that separates people who like Trump or dislike Trump. If he in fact did whatever people think he might have done on his taxes, good for him. Good for him. Because we pay too much taxes and get too little back. Good for him. The whole country should be rooting for him. Don't show us your taxes. We don't care. But if we do see your taxes, I want to see some heavy tax avoidance. I didn't say tax evasion. I didn't say any embezzlement. I didn't say anything like that. Tax. I want to see loopholes. I want to learn. Here's a school that he probably should have been teaching. Not that other Trump whatever he's got. Trump taxes. Forget about H&R Block. How about, DT taxes. Donald Trump taxes. Trump taxes. That's all. He doesn't put in Donald. Donald is a horrible name. Trump. Imagine his name was Schwartz. Can you imagine Schwartz everywhere? He was destined to be the president. He was destined to be with a name like Trump. Destined. Have you ever met anybody else last name Trump? No. Never. I've never met anybody last name Trump. Never. That's like the new Kennedy. It's even better than Kennedy. Rockefeller or Kennedy? Or Trump? Trump. What's the other guy? What's that rich guy out there in the Midwest that everybody thought? Buffett. No, I don't want to be Buffett because I think maybe I'm Jimmy Buffett's kid. I don't want to be Jimmy Buffett. I want to be Warren Buffett's kid. So, okay, Buffett, Kennedy, Rockefeller, Trump. Koch. Koch, those guys, the brothers. No, Trump. Trump says success. Trump says billion. Trump is just, that's the name. Trump Air, Trump Ice, Trump Water, Trump Taxes, Trump Presidency. It's a great name. He was destined. There's no way he was going to be like a plumber. There was no way he was just going to be like a residential home landlord, like a 3-story building. There was no way he was going to drive a truck. Canyon, podcaster and truck driver. Yeah. Schwartz, you could be a doctor, probably a rabbi. You might own a deli, a sandwich store, sell cars, sell used cars. Schwartz, there you go. So, we should be rooting for him. That's where we get it wrong. Oh, he didn't pay his taxes. He avoided taxes. He evaded taxes. Well, first of all, there's no evidence at all that there's any tax evasion at all. There's no evidence of that. But, okay, all you people who want to keep on staying on with I want to see his taxes. Okay, good for you. I don't want to see his taxes. I could care less. But if I do see his taxes, I want to see a lot of avoidance of taxes. I want to see him pay nothing. That's what makes him like an everyday guy, even though he's totally not. Because he's got that everyday guy mentality to a certain extent. Oh, by the way, how about this? For all of us that criticize, this is all pragmatism, folks. This is all honesty. These are all different points of view. And by the way, don't say, well, of course you're saying this, Dave, because you're a Trump supporter. No, I'm not a Trump supporter. I voted for him. That doesn't make me a supporter. I don't support every day. Oh, he doesn't lean on me for support. I don't go to him and help him. There's no support. It's a horrible word. You're a Trump supporter. No, I don't support. I voted for him. It was a quick vote, done. I move on with my life. I voted for Barack Obama. I wasn't a Barack Obama supporter. I forget who else I voted for. I don't support anybody. We got to stop using that word. That's a news word. That's a word from the news. Again, with the news, bad news. Supporters. No, I don't support. I don't wear a MAGA hat. I never wore anything in my life that has a logo on it. Whatever. If I get something with a logo, I rip it off. No, I don't. What was I saying about Trump? You know what? I'm probably not going to remember, but if I listen to the show later, I'll remember, and then I'll get back to it. But, taxes. Yeah, we should be happy. We should learn from him. We're looking at this the wrong way. He's an everyday guy that does. Oh, yeah, here's the thing I remember now. Everyday guy triggered me. How about the everyday guy? So we're criticizing Donald J. Is it J? Is that a real middle name? Because I think people just like to throw in J, the letter J. J's kind of go. David J. Oh, actually, that is my middle name. I just remembered. It is my middle initial, David J. Okay. I was saying it to be funny, but it turns out my middle initial is J. I forgot my middle initial there for a second. So here it is. We're criticizing people who say that Donald J. Trump is like an everyday guy that just happens to be a millionaire or a billionaire. I don't even know if he's a billionaire. I don't think is he a billionaire? I don't know. He will be after this presidency, I'm sure. Just like Clinton or whoever else. But how about the everyday guy who thinks he's a millionaire and acts like a millionaire? Well, Dave, that when does that happen? Can you say McMansion? Right? Can you say McMansion? Can you say 2008, the real estate crisis, where everybody was over purchasing. Oh, I want this house. I don't care how much it costs me. All right. There's a lot of guys that buy these cars that have no business with these expensive cars. Everyday guys that are trying to dress up in these suits. That's why Men's Warehouse preys on men with those commercials. Buy 5 ties, you own half the store. Get a suit, get 2 suits, whatever. Because men want to think they're millionaires. Average everyday men want to go to the Men's Warehouse or that other place. You're going to like the way you look. Is that the Men's Warehouse? I don't remember. You're going to like the way you look. Want a cigarette? Wearing a suit can kill you. Tune in at 11 o'clock tonight. Come to Men's Warehouse. The store smells like smoke. 11 o'clock tonight. Anyway, shopping for men's suits can kill you. But that's true. Men buy cars. First of all, I've already established on the show that men are morons. We're immature. Not very few of us, but there's a certain population, certain percentage of men that never mature. Oh, Dave, because you drive a Kia? Oh, you're so, oh, wow. You drive a Kia, you're so pragmatic with your 35 miles to the gallon. Oh, you're so proud of yourself. Yeah, I am. But what about that 57 Chevy you've been talking about ever since you were 18? Yeah, that's not pragmatic at all. That's foolish. I should have gotten rid of that 100 years ago. I should have never bought it. But I was young and dumb. The thing is about being young and dumb and now is that I grew out of young and dumb. Now I'm old and not so bright. Maybe I am dumb still. And I do make mistakes. But I don't try to live like a millionaire. I try to live like a guy that can afford whatever I can afford. So my wife and I went to Italy first time last year. First time in 30 years of marriage, we went on a honeymoon, on a vacation. We flew somewhere together without our son. We flew somewhere without our son and didn't visit a family member. First time that's ever happened. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. So, did a lot of Trump talk today. Did a lot of dumbing it down of that. I don't talk about politics because I don't know it and I don't care and I don't like it. It doesn't make anybody happy. Is it making me happy right now? Not really. That's why I'm trying to put a human spin on it. I'm not going to talk about Republicans and conservatives and Fox News and who's going to win the election. I'll tell you this. Here's what I do know. All right. Want to do a little election? Here we go. Voting can kill you. Mailing in a ballot. Walking to the post office. Well, we can't walk to the mailbox because they took them all away, right? All right, so that report was going to be tonight at 11 o'clock. Walking to the post office, to the mailbox, to mail in your ballot can kill you. Here's what I do know. Here's what I think I know about this upcoming election and Joe Biden's inability to win. How could I be so sure that he's not going to win? Well, I'm going to go with logic, sprinkle in a little pragmatism. I always throw it in. I don't think it's appropriate in this conversation, the word pragmatism. I don't think so. I think I'm just throwing it in because that's my thing. Hold on one second. We'll get right back to that. We're gonna get to that. Okay. I'm gonna remember, what was I talking about? Biden not winning. All right. By the way, folks, I can't believe I forgot. Did I mention thank you to Hal Aaron Cohen for that song, Going for a Drive? I did thank Alex Exum. If you want to comment on anything I'm talking about, definitely leave it on the Spreaker box, the Spreaker chat box, right? If you're on Spreaker, but 99% of you are listening on Spotify and Apple, which is amazing to me. So good for you that you found another platform other than Spreaker. So how do you communicate with me? Well, you can tweet me at dumbwithdave, D-U-M-B. Tweet me at dumbwithdave. Email me at dumbingitdownwithdave@yahoo.com. At yahoo.com, Dumbing It Down with Dave. And also, you can go to the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group. What's it called, Dave? Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group. Go to Facebook. Instagram, Dumbing It Down with Dave. Or you can call the Dumbing It Down with Dave hotline. 3477-I-AM-DUMB. The letter I-am, not I-am-A-M. It's I-am, the letter I, the letter M. 3477-I'm-DUMB. I am dumb. I am, the letter I am. Or 347-746-3862. 746-3862. Try to leave like a 60-second or less message. I've already played 2 of them. One from Joe, from No Sitting on the Sidelines Dad, and one from Linda, from Awesome Insanity Surfers. Why not you? How hard is it? You got the phone in your hand already. You're looking at it. Just dial that number, 3477-I-AM-DUMB, or 347-746-3862. Leave me a little message. Say hello. You can just say hello. You can criticize. You can leave a comment. Whatever you want to do. Okay. There you go. That's it for promos. Let's get back to the show, shall we? All right. What was I talking about? Joe Biden. Why isn't Joe Biden going to win? Not only why isn't Joe... coming from a 57-year-old truck driver who knows nothing about politics. All right. I'm gonna learn you something. You want to get learned? I'm going to learn you something. In 2008, I'm going to stop shouting. We should do a drink break, really. I mean, we haven't done a breather break in 100 years. My breathing is so much better now. I really should do breather breaks just to brag about my great breathing. I've become such a great breather. Dave, I've never heard anybody in my life ever brag about their breathing abilities. I know, but there's a couple of yoga instructors, believe me. They're sitting in the corner, at the water cooler going, want to see me breathe? Watch this. Okay. Why isn't Joe Biden going to win? In 2008, Barack Obama ran. First, not really the first black guy to ever run for president. Jesse Jackson ran for president. He didn't do such a great job. But it was a nice try. People like the rhymes. They dig the rhymes. And then he said that thing about Hymietown. I think that killed him. So, he showed his prejudicial side. Hymietown doesn't bother me. Whatever. Okay. So anyway, Barack Obama. What Barack Obama did to win the 2008 presidential election in the United States of America is that he super energized people. He energized black people. I don't know the numbers. I don't know how many black people came out and voted for him. But he super energized the black people. He super energized the women. Super energized the Democratic Party. And he ran a great campaign. And by the way, he's a great campaigner. I think so. He's a great campaigner. He is. I guess he raised a lot of money. He had a lot of support, whatever. I don't know. He went on Oprah, and he's the way he talks. People like that. They got captivated by him. So he's engaging. He's captivating. He's easy on the eyes. All good. All good. And he doesn't have a wife that butts in like Hillary did with Clinton and ruin all that. But Clinton was also pretty good at what he did. Kind of the same thing. 2 guys, charismatic, electrifying the electorate, I guess they call it, and appealing to people. I related to Barack Obama. And then he did the thing with the change and yes, we can and all that. Yeah, people were all into it. 8 years later, Hillary runs. Why does she lose? Because she didn't electrify the black vote. The female vote was into her, but not enough for them, obviously. I don't know what the numbers were. I could be wrong. But it didn't seem like enough for them. And she ran a horrible campaign because she stayed home a lot. She didn't work as hard as Trump did. And she didn't get the media attention that Trump did because Trump is just loved by the media. They love him. Love him, love him, love him. They do. Even though they say they hate him, they love him. They love him, they put him on, and then they hate on him. Because people love that. It's so ridiculous. It's another thing about this country that's so effed up. All right, almost done. I got to get out of here. Joe Biden is not electrifying the black vote. He's not electrifying the white vote. He's not electrifying the female vote because he's a creep. He's a toucher, a weird toucher. He's sleepy. He's boring. He has nothing new to say. And all he's doing with his vice president pick, whatever her name is, Kamala, whatever, they're just beating up on Trump. But they're not saying anything about what they're going to do. They're just beating up on him. If you don't want him, you should vote for us. So he's boring. He's not energizing anything. He's gonna fail miserably. It's going to be a landslide. That's my prediction. You heard it here, 3rd or 8th. Okay? I don't know what the polls are saying, but they were wrong 4 years ago, and they will be wrong again. All right, that was fun. Not the show I wanted to do. I wanted to do listen to comments, but I ended up doing this, and that's fine. That's the way it works. Hey, Hal, I really appreciate the song. Great job. Thank you for listening to this episode of Dumbing It Down with Dave. Goodbye, good day, good night, good luck, good riddance, good rats, Godspeed, and great skills. Take care. Bye, all. Have a great day.